How you doing, folks? Welcome to Module 4. Um, when we looked at the branches of philosophy, one of the branches that we saw was metaphysics, that studies the nature of reality. In this section, we're going to look at reality as it applies to us, to who or what we are. One of the views of reality is that there is the physical world, like the stuff around me here, and there also, over and above the physical, is the non physical, that there is both material substance and immaterial substance. And historically, that view has been very amenable to religious believers. And we're going to look at historically one of the more important statements of what is called dualism. That is the view that you and I are dual entities. We are essentially an immaterial mind or spirit in a material body. And the purveyor of that view that is most prominent historically is Descartes. We're going to look at some things from his Meditations on First Philosophy, where he discusses what we are as human beings. And that will give us a dualistic view of mind or the mind and how it relates to the body. But this is a problematic area for Descartes because he defines mind and body as having very different properties. Minds are not located in Newtonian space. They're not extended in space. They don't take up space. And basically, their main property is thought. Whereas for Descartes, matter is what we have learned that matter is, and even in contemporary physics classes, right? Matter has the traditional Newtonian properties that our bodies have, right? They are extended in space. Matter excludes the existence of other matter in the same space. And, they have various visible properties. Well, the problem here comes when Descartes, on his view of what the mind and what the body is, tries to account for how it is that the mind interacts with the body. That mind and body do interact, we call interactionism, seems to be commonsensically what happens, right? If you had a few adult beverages, that is something that happens to your body that would affect what's going on in your mind. Or you stub your toe, a physical event, and you say, ouch. There's a mental event of pain, right? So causation seems to go from the body to the mind. But also, I can think, you know what? I'm going to raise my right arm. A mental event, the thought that I'm going to raise my right arm, just produced a physical event in my body. Commonsensically, we think that this kind of interaction takes place. But if mind and body are conceived of as Descartes conceived of them, there's a real problem as to how there is causal interaction. causes are usually located in space next to one another. The cue ball has to roll in to the 8-ball to move it, and yet immaterial minds for Descartes are not even located in Newtonian space. Now, Descartes had his own way of accounting for the interaction of mind and body, and he thought that happened through the pineal gland at the base of the brain, which he knew about, thought it contained very subtle matter, but the point is he has as much of a problem explaining how the mind can affect the pineal gland as he does how it affects the rest of the body. So you can say, well, dualism really has problems philosophically, but a reaction to dualism is monism, and specifically there are more than one materialistic theories of mind. There's mind-brain identity, there's something called functionalism. We're going to focus on one of the historical theories called philosophical behaviorism. It's a view popularized by Gilbert Ryle in the 20th century, and he criticized Descartes' view, and basically his own view says, look, the only things that need to exist are bodies and how they actually or potentially can behave. We don't need any immaterial minds out there. He called Descartes' doctrine the doctrine of the ghost in the machine, the immaterial spirit, the ghost in the machine of the body. At any rate, hope you enjoy and learn something. There are a number of materialistic theories of mind. We're going to look at the pluses but also the minuses of this one as an example of a response to Descartes on what is called the mind-body problem, how the mind and body can interact. See you in the next module, folks.